I just wrapped up the third week of this mini cut, and it's by far been the most successful. I only lost 3/4 of a pound each of the first 2 weeks of this mini cut. Yet this week, I doubled that and lost 1.5 pounds. What's been the difference? Urgency. As Parkinson Law states, work expands to fill the time allowed. And when I began this mini cut, I had 8 weeks until my vacation. Considering that during this year's muscle building phase, I kept the fat gains in check and only gained 8 pounds during that process, I figured I got tons of time to achieve this goal. Easy breezy lemon squeezy. So when I was out at social events, which there has been a ton of them during the past 3 weeks, I've had a lot of birthday parties, holiday parties, sporting events, and lots of temptations that came along with them. I really found it easy to have a little extra bite here and there, or have an extra drink, thinking that I had tons of time to achieve this goal, which slowed down the fat loss process, but I was still making some progress throughout the journey here, and kept thinking to myself, kind of justifying things as well, thinking, slower process, that's okay. I'm going to make sure it ensures that I'm preserving my muscle mass throughout this process as well. Yet, when it came to 6 weeks out, I started feeling that sense of urgency that if I continue on this pace, I may not achieve my goal, especially when we consider I've got a lot more events leading up to the holidays here, and then the holidays itself leading up to this vacation. Like, this is going to make it pretty damn challenging for me, and I don't want to end up being like 1 week out and I have to lose like 4 pounds leading up to that vacation there. So I want to make sure I am achieving this goal on time and doing it appropriately, doing it in a smart, intelligent way there. So that urgency kicked in, and I still had just as many events this week, but when I was out at those events, I eliminated those extra bites that I was having. I still really enjoyed all the food that was out there, and I kept the alcohol in check as well, limiting it to just 1 drink per event. And there was 2 events where I didn't have any alcohol at all. I wasn't the only one who wasn't drinking as well, so it kind of like we're having a lot of fun. Like alcohol, I can have just as much fun when I'm at a social gathering, whether I'm drinking or whether I'm not. I have a drink or two if I want it, and I really savor every sip from that. I don't overindulge in alcohol, and I don't overindulge in food, but when you're trying to lose fat, you really kind of gotta keep these things in check. And I was still able to, like I said, those first 2 weeks, I was making progress. It was just much slower, but if I wanted to achieve my goal and kind of speed things up a bit, I needed to kind of dial those things in and back. And it didn't take away from any of the joy from those experiences. Actually, it maybe even added more joy to those experiences because I really savored every sip of those drinks when I did have them at the events this week. And when I didn't have the alcohol at all, I kind of savored the experience of enjoying everyone's company without me having a buzz, and really keeping all my focus and attention the following day and having a great night's sleep and not waking up having to pee in the middle of the night, those kinds of things. I really appreciated those things. And I made sure I savored every bite of the food that I was having, and I didn't really require any of those extra little bites and nibbles there. So really that sense of urgency. And now that today I am 5 weeks out from this vacation, I really want to make sure that I am continuing this trend here. So I achieved that goal and will be looking and feeling my best on this vacation, which I already freaking look great. And that's one thing that also has come across my mind this past week. Really, when it's just the last 10 pounds that you have to lose, you still look great. You're still likely in your sweet spot, and you can still go on vacation feeling pretty damn confident to take your shirt off. Maybe you aren't looking in your peak condition, but you still have a fantastic beach body. I know at the beginning of this mini cut here, I still felt like, yeah, hell yeah, I could go on vacation, rip my shirt off, and feel confident, proud, and really enjoy myself and my life to the fullest. So thinking that, it's very easy, once again, to have those extra bites, to have those extra nibbles, to have a little extra drink here and there, and slowing down that fat loss process because you already look good. So it can really drag on this fat loss process if you don't create that sense of urgency, because throughout this entire journey here, you're looking pretty damn good. It's very easy to say, good enough and just enjoy yourself in those moments. So creating that urgency can be absolutely key to your success, especially when it comes to losing these last 10 pounds. And the important thing to note here is that these last 10 pounds can have a very dramatic impact on the appearance of your physique, the aesthetic appearance of your physique. Right now, I've only lost 3 pounds, and you see this comparison here. Relaxed is where you really notice the difference for me, so I'm not flexing in either of these photos here. You can see in the beginning, I had no definition in the lower abdominals there. And now you can really see the lower abdominals popping out when I'm not flexing. So you can imagine the next couple of weeks seeing even more details here. Might even see some more like little ab veins crawling up here and there. It's just below the belly button is where I'm kind of storing my fat right now, and a little bit around the oblique area there. But like when I'm flexing, it's very difficult to notice the difference from the beginning to where I'm at right now, because it pulls everything in tight and you can see all the crazy details. Like they're like the lower abs actually pop out when I'm flexing, whereas they don't pop out when I was relaxed at the beginning there. So it's why I really like to, not to mention like when I'm out on the beach or anything, it's not like I'm walking around, I'm not flexing hardly at all. I go based on like the look that I'm going for is how I look when I'm relaxed, when I'm moving around all the time. It's not what I see, it's not what I present when I'm flexing under the perfect lighting or I have a pump or anything like that. It's just natural conditions. That's when I want to look my best. But of course, as I mentioned throughout this process, the most important thing for me is feeling my best. My body is a product of my lifestyle. I want to be performing my best, feeling my best in all that I'm doing throughout the day there. And at the beginning of this mini cut, I was getting to that point, like at the end of the muscle building phase, where starting to feel a little uncomfortable in my abdomen area, like internally, like just feeling that heaviness in my abdomen area. And that's the sign for me it's time to end that building phase and cut back to where I'm going to feel and perform my best. Because I know if I continue to gain from there, I'm going to start really noticing some impact on my performance. I already noticed just from losing this first 3 pounds, improvement in performance on the ice. I'm flying faster than ever. I have a little bit more endurance on the ice. I just feel better in the gym. I'm just moving around better all the time. I just feel so much more comfortable without having just that little bit of excess. I wouldn't even call it a necessarily bloat, but it's just a heaviness in my feelings. So that's what I've observed during the past 6 years of keeping the fat gains in check during these muscle building phases, that when I push it beyond that 8 pounds, I get upwards of 10 pounds, performance starts to diminish and I just start feeling uncomfortable. So I know my sweet spot right now, and I know when to dial things back. And I'm already noticing a visual impact from this first 3 pounds, as well as a performance impact, and just how I'm feeling overall has been absolutely tremendous. So those are always things to have that heightened sense of awareness while you're going through a fat loss phase, while you're maintaining, while you're building, to ensure that what you're doing is allowing you to thrive in all aspects of life. That it's not just about the physical appearance, it's more about you living your life to the fullest, feeling your best in all aspects of life. So really excited to continue on with this mini cut. I've got actually now a trip booked leading up to the holidays season as well, plus the holidays, plus my vacation coming up. So it's going to be a really interesting experience in these upcoming weeks to finish off this mini cut, but really looking forward to seeing how my physique improves, how I continue to feel better and better throughout this journey. I'm really fascinated. Again, I don't think I've ever looked this lean at this body weight. I'm not sure if I gained muscle during this muscle building phase that I was on this past year, or if it's got something to do with that cyanidin 3 glucoside that I'm consuming right now. So 3 weeks that I've been on it during the whole mini cut here, which has been shown to aid in nutrition partitioning. So shuttling more of the nutrients that you're consuming to your muscles rather than stored fat. So it can help preserve your muscle mass throughout the process. So maybe I'm just holding on to more muscle during this. Maybe I didn't necessarily build during the muscle building phase, but I'm holding on to more muscle during this cutting phase. But either way, like just 3 pounds, that's a huge visual difference that I'm seeing right now. So really interesting to just observe and to continue to observe throughout this mini cut and just report how I am, just any more kind of insights from that cyanidin 3 glucoside, which I find was really helping with my mental clarity, my mental focus, like cognitive benefits for sure. So really looking forward to doing a full report on that after I'm done this 30-day trial with that as well. And again, I'll include a link down below in the description to that, and you can get a 10% coupon as well if you want to try it yourself, see how your body responds to it. You can save yourself a little bit of money in the process there. So coupon code Scott Tucson10, link down below in the description. Maybe I'll pin it in the first comment as well. So I hope you enjoyed these insights. Again, it really comes down to urgency. Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time allowed. So make sure that you are creating a deadline when it comes to your goals. It really helps to have an event tied to it, like a beach vacation. There's nothing, to me, not much beats that other than like a photo shoot or a bodybuilding competition, which I have no intentions of participating in the near future. Who knows, unless someone twists my arm. But either way, feeling great and really looking forward to continuing to share the journey in this mini cut. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, it's been a lot of enjoyment, a lot of events, a lot of gathering, a lot of great food, having my kids over for sushi, for Indian food. Man, I've had ramen, I've had some treats here and there. Man, it's just been a lot of great food, a lot of great events that I've been to. So it's really great to, I mean, really the most relaxed I've been on a diet and any kind of mini cut, any kind of fat loss phase ever. And so it's really great to be making this kind of progress so far. So looking forward to reporting more. I will catch you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a huge favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. More than anything, I'd love to hear your feedback, your thoughts, your insights down in the comment section below. Before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. I'll include a link down below in the description to that as well. Have yourself an amazing day. I'll catch you in the next video.